Well, what do we have here? A poor little angel sitting alone crying in the woods. Let me guess, the big man upstairs kicked you out? Hey, no need to scowl at me like that. I understand. More than you can possibly know. You still have that strong sense of faith, I imagine. But take it from me, that chapter of your life is over. The faster you forget that life, the better. I used to be like you. You look surprised. Well, I didn't always have these horns and claws. I used to be a goody two-shoes little angel, just like your cute self. I've committed myself to serving, and despite that, I was still removed from my home, simply for doing the right thing, exiled from the only place that I knew. What happened? Well, it is a bit of a long story. Are you sure you want me to get into it? All right, well, you asked. It all started on a day like any other. I was watching over one of the humans that I was assigned to. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Unfortunately, that poor little human was at the wrong place at the wrong time. On their way home from work, they got themselves into a rather dangerous accident. Funny how you can be making all the right moves and still get punished. Anyway, they were in critical condition for a couple of days and they were not getting any better. It was becoming clear that they were not going to make it. At that moment, I knew that I had to step in. And yes, I know what you're probably thinking. We aren't supposed to directly influence things in human lives, especially not when it comes to life and death. But this poor little human did not deserve this. I watched over them for their entire lives. They were as good as a human can get, selfless to their very core. They didn't deserve this. What were they guilty of? They were simply victims of unfortunate timing. Nothing more, nothing less. So anyway, as you probably gathered, I used my magic to perform a minor miracle. To save a life. And how could I not? It is so easy for us to perform such a feat. Of course, the council did not see it that way. Apparently, the right thing to do was to let that innocent soul perish from the mortal plane and leave their family to despair. I was exiled the very next day. It was a quick trial. Fellow angels that I thought were my friends made no effort to sway the opinion of those that would decide my fate. Although I suppose I can't blame them in the end. Surely they would have met the same fate had they tried. After I was cast down to this realm, I felt so alone, so helpless, hopeless even. Eventually, the air tainted my wings with this blackened hue that you see now. Of course, the same will happen to you, but it isn't all that bad. Despite being prisoners to this domain, life here is so much more liberating, as you'll soon realize. This might be hell, but it isn't at all how it is painted up in so-called paradise. Surely you've noticed by now that the land isn't nearly as hostile as they would have you believe. Look around you. I mean, there are birds singing for hell's sake. No fire, no brimstone. Those details alone should make you question your life up to this point. Take it from someone that was in your position. You'll love it here. But anyway, I was wondering, what about you? What did you do to draw the ire of our good Lord? Hmm, I see. I empathize, truly. They did you rather dirty. However, you'll learn in due time that this day will be the greatest day of your life. A catalyst to a whole new world, my darling fallen angel. The first day of the rest of your life starts now. From this moment onward, I'll be sure to show you the ropes. What? No, you silly little thing. I'm not trying to recruit you for some revenge plot in a fight against the forces of heaven. I couldn't care less for the place I used to call home. And honestly, revenge is so cliche and unbecoming. Living well is the best revenge, as they say. Don't forget that. I simply want to take you under my wing, so to speak, and help you adapt to your new life. I had someone do me that favor shortly after I first landed here, and it did really help me a lot. I thought I should pay that forward, so that's what I'm doing. Understood? Good. Now, come on then. What are you waiting for? Follow me. I'll show you to your new home.